Welcome, all the Casino for Life fans. This is what you've been waiting for. A clear and concise breakdown into one of the biggest manipulations in sports history. We're going to go inside the power circle of LeBron James, so you can have a clear and concise look at what the problem is, how we got here, the whole nine. Now, a lot of you guys look at me and say, that guy, he hates LeBron. It's not true. This was a guy I actually rooted for when he was coming into the league. They put him on award shows. His rookie year, they moved him along. He did great at balancing the narrative. You know, they dealt with him with training wheels to make sure he was going to be what they wanted him to be and what he needed to be. But that all comes at a price. A very expensive price. But LeBron figured out a way to control the controllers by positioning himself in a seat of power. Now, first thing he did was get rid of those who was representing him, who he felt worked with the NBA. They work more with who employs me, and they have other clients. I'm just one of the other clients. I don't want to be that guy. I'm ready to be represented by people I know, who are loyal to me, who are my friends. That's who I want in my corner. And that's who he got. LeBron James positioned himself to put his friends in power. Nothing wrong with that. He took an old hustler, because Otis Carter, Mav Carter's father, was a world-renowned, was a hustler, you know. Did what he had to do to survive. Can't fault him for that. But Mav was a good college guy coming up. Then LeBron kind of met Rich along the way, liked his hustle, liked his grind. Guy had a bunch of jerseys, throwbacks. Like, this guy's got the hookups. I like him. I'm going to put him on my team. And then LeBron had the league. Now, David Stern initially was the guy that helped build this machine. He knew for LeBron to flourish, LeBron would have to play at home. LeBron playing at home was key. Because if he didn't play at home, that was going to be another major problem. The pressures of the road, being that young and being on his own, couldn't have that. Got to keep your superstar happy. Now, as LeBron is growing, he's in his third, fourth year. He's thinking, okay, it's time to make moves. It's time to get in the game. LeBron started making moves all right. He was getting together with his teammates, discussing taking 3-year deals and getting other superstars to join him in their prime so they could all meet up on one team, come together, and therefore they all could win championships together. A devised plan, devised strategy so that they can all have championships, and that was the way to win championships, was to load a team up full of superstars who are all going to take pay cuts, and then we'll win. Then when the team don't have any more money, we can all split up and go get our big money. Now, this system changed the NBA because the NBA right then lost control due to the fact that they never dreamed somebody would abuse the free agency market in this way. Now, at first, the reports were Mav Carter was kind of against the idea. Said it sounded cool, but it's too much of a risk. You know, you sign a 3-year deal for like, you know, less than $30 million. You know, that's kind of a huge risk you're taking. Like, if you get hurt and things like that, he's thinking in that narrative alone. Rich Paul, you know, he agreed right away. And Randy, he's there to carry the bags. Now, you probably say, well, who's Randy Mims? Well, Randy Mims is another one of the friends who just don't get talked about. He's the guy that, like, seems like he's eating a little bit more than he probably should. That's always with LeBron, and they be like, look, he can't come with us. Let Randy stay with you, bro. You got carrying LeBron's bags and everything else. You know, that's just his job. You know, they're like, those are like the chipmunks, you know. Rich Paul, that's Alvin. Mav Carter is Simon. And, you know, Randy Mims is Theodore. And LeBron's Dave. Dave, it's Christmas time. Oh, man. So, anyway, they created a marketing company called LRMR, right? And they came up with The Decision, a television special. And they promoted it. They produced it. Everything. They did all. Mav Carter did the engineering. Now, LRMR stands for, guess what? LeBron, Rich, Maverick, Randy. Can you believe this? I haven't seen something this lame since, like, grammar school. Like they're an R&B group or something. We're TLC. T-Boz, Left Eye, and I'm Chili. Oh my goodness. Crazy. Just crazy. Anyway, the decision that goes left, it blows up. But as for a production, it did wonders. Everybody loved this thing. It did ratings outside of what people would expect. People was wondering, like, is LeBron finna retire or something? Why is he sitting down here? They like, no, he's finna say where he's going. Well, why is this taking so long? So, people who sat around and watched it in Cleveland, they felt duped. Because for the first time in his career, everybody hated LeBron. Like, everybody. I could see another team didn't like him because he was playing against them. But this is the first time that where he lived, he was not liked. Then they did this big stage production in Miami. And everything was going to go and take them to new heights. as Dwayne Wade was the captain, and he had somebody that he could just be the supporting guy to, which was LeBron, and all of these other factors came into play. Well, after, getting some experience under his wing, Maverick Carter decided, to learn from that mistake and build. He started developing things, commercials for Nike, the LeBron series. That was kind of like his idea of getting all LeBron to play all these different characters. Then you have Rich Paul, who was going to take over the negotiations for LeBron's contract, and him and Maverick will come together and collectively come up with ideas to help LeBron and, all the other business facets. But what LeBron is doing is strengthening his power within. And the thing is that who's an alpha dog and who's a beta. David Stern is an alpha. Certain things David Stern wasn't gonna go for, and LeBron knew that. But when Adam Silver was coming along, they known Adam. They've seen Adam for years. Adam was such a big fan of LeBron and all the things he did. He was like more of a fan than he was somebody that was going to be the commissioner of the National Basketball Association. He's a businessman. He's a very good, powerful man in that circle. And right away, he knew coming into this thing, he was going to need LeBron. And LeBron knew, okay, this guy needs me. I know it. And now I got to show him I'm boss. So LeBron right away started taking over ideas and pitches, and he just trusts LeBron. LeBron knows. LeBron understands the game. He understands the business aspect of it. We just need more LeBron. That is the best idea. That's going to get us over. All the NBA marketing teams, promotional swings, were all about LeBron James. Once he came aboard. It's no longer really about any of the other superstars. Forget who won MVP last year. It's always about LeBron. Now, you look at the factors. You look at what Rich Paul brings to the table and what they decided to do when they created this sports agency called Clutch. And he put Rich in charge of it, which is almost a front to say, a player can't be part owner of a sports agency. So you put your friend in charge, one that you can control. And then you go from there. And the outcome? Let's just say things could have been done a lot better. That's just how I feel. Things should have and could have been done a lot better as far as handling the talent, developing the talent, and pushing the talent. And Randy just hold the bags. Still holding the bags. Did you not know that the Bleacher Report is basically being ran and manipulated by LeBron and his circle? Survivor's Remorse, which I did like. That's probably the only thing they created I liked. I love that show. Then they had the $1 Million Mile. They had a thing called The Wall. They produced a lot of game shows that blew up. Didn't really go anywhere. So the LRMR basically became Spring Hill Entertainment. They signed a deal with Warner Brothers, and they're gonna do some stuff with Disney and with Stars, and they did the NBC game shows and all kind of craziness that they've been trying to come up with to find something to hit. And now that they got Space Jam 2 and House Party remake, it's looking like a bunch of kids running the asylum. Now, I look at things a little different. I look at things from a area of, I see the manipulation happening. And it started right away. You start seeing LeBron bully his way into the Cavs organization. Now, the Cavs owner, who's known for being very not favorable to people of color, had to give in to a person of color who he bashed publicly in the media. And then he had to kiss up to him when he came back to the team. So he came back and had to do exactly what LeBron requested. And what did he get? He got everything. The team had to stay into the luxury tax penalty to get LeBron every player that he wanted. We want this player, we had to go get him, or LeBron's gonna leave. If you don't get these players, LeBron's gonna leave. Oh, you're not gonna get him? I'm leaving. Oh, you don't want to get that player? Then I'm leaving. So that Draymond suspension costs way more than you know. Because if LeBron didn't win that year, he was leaving. He was leaving Cleveland and was not coming back for an additional year. He was not going to sign an extension. He was gone after the 2 years. He had the option. He was going to opt out and go to the Lakers. You guys had no idea this was all in play. Now that they won, they were down 3-1. Had they just went and lost out the very next game, and they lost in 5 games, he was leaving. He was gone. He was ready to flush the team out. When they came back and won the championship, that's what sealed the fact he was coming back for the 2 years. Now, you ask yourself, what benefit has Matt Carter done, really? What impact has he had? They did the HBO show The Shop. He's produced some films that really did nothing. A couple of sports shows. But yet, they would put him on a cover or a feature or show him. They did the sports thing on the Zone for the boxing fight, and they're interviewing him, and they showing Mav's face a lot. Like they're promoting him as like he's one of the biggest producers in the world. Hasn't done anything. Rich Paul. I mean, the biggest client he's got since LeBron James is Draymond and Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is the biggest because he's going to get way more money than LeBron James ever got. He's got Ben Simmons, John Wall, Eric Bledsoe. Whoop-dee. Whoop-dee-doo. Ben Simmons, who's been improving on his jump shot apparently for the rest of this year. John Wall, who's gonna miss this whole season coming up, injury prone, probably needs to retire. Bledsoe's a decent player, but I wouldn't say that he's gonna break the bank when free agency comes. He's probably at the max of what he's gonna ever be or get. J.R. Smith had gotten his money because of LeBron. So the only person to me on this list that really earned their money was Anthony Davis and Draymond Green. LeBron James earns it by being a namesake. That's it. Other than that, this team is a disaster team waiting to happen. I don't know why anybody would be interested in dealing with these people. The way the corruption that they have spread it throughout the NBA, the way they have manipulated teams, got in fights with everybody. Don't think I'm just a hater. Okay? Look at their track record. Wherever LeBron go, it's never a smooth transition. He comes to the Lakers, they had the most chaos that the Lakers have ever had in the history of the organization. They've never had as much chaos as they did last year. And they're getting ready to start this year headed for more. It was so much chaos that they were ready to blame the media. I'm like, the media? The media ain't trying to make a trade for Anthony Davis in the middle of the year and try to use all their players to do it, and it gets rejected, and LeBron's out here not playing defense and standoffish with the rest of the team. That ain't got nothing to do with the media. That got something to do with your player. But you get people involved and you get some type of power above you. You start manipulating people like Sports Illustrated, all these other magazines. Like, you want LeBron to do your cover again? LeBron wants you to put Rich Paul on their cover, on your next cover. I'm like, man, did any other sports agent get the cover? Now, Anthony Davis chose to sign with Rich Paul for legacy. Like, you want to be known as your legacy. You got to come in. We talking legacy, man. You want to be known. People going to remember Anthony Davis. People will remember him just fine. Now that he with Los Angeles, he could have came to the Lakers if he wanted to. Supermax. There's still no guarantee he's going to be a Laker. As their idiot manager or agent tells the public before he even dribbles a basketball for the Lakers, my client is headed to free agency. Okay, so don't ask. He's going into free agency. Why would he go into free agency when the Lakers then traded everything in the world for him? And you still talking about we're going to drag him to free agency. And he ain't even played for the team yet. Wow. It's unbelievable. That I don't even think he even understands how insulting that is. But for the Lakers, it's profitable. They made more money last year than they did in probably 2 other years, seasons, just by having LeBron there and selling the merchandise. There are a bunch of idiots in the world. And this is why they make their money and make their pool. This isn't hating on black men. I just like black men to do an efficient job. That's all. They just like anybody else. They all got to get held to a standard of excellence. But when you're manipulating the system because your ego wants you to win and you got to be involved in it at all costs, I have a problem with that. I don't like that. To me, that's a selfishness. It's ruining the game. It's ruining the competitiveness of our sport that we love. And then when you got a commissioner, who's, timid, then you're headed into this power circle that is all being manipulated and ran by a LeBron. Now, you guys can go with this all you want, but these are LeBron's legs. These are the legs of his power. He created it. Now, through these people and these channels that he got, he can go to these other companies and basically just enforce his way and what they call Suge Knighting it. He can Suge Knight all of them and use his muscle. And that's what he's been doing. Muscling his way into situations and putting his friends in charge. Like, I don't want to be in charge. Take Mav. Make him executive producer. Nah, I want this done. But I don't want to be in charge. Let Rich do it. Clutch Sports. Nah, give it to Clutch. I want Rich to do it. So this way, he works in the shadows. And have his 2 foot soldiers out front. This manipulation has been going on for many years now. Most of it was undetected. And now people are starting to see, like, yeah, they're not good for the league. I'm like, I tried to tell people they're not really that good. Mav's trying to make himself a superstar now, so it is what it is. Good luck with that. And we'll see what happens when all of the things started to fade and we get to see the commissioner have to be a commissioner and actually, have to run the league. He's expanding all the way to Thailand and everybody else where they playing cricket. Like, look, this is a basketball. Ooh, yeah, it's fun. Yeah, once you leave, they're going right back to kicking cricket. So you wasted all these marketing dollars trying to take the NBA players there. He got an award show where there's like no star players that accept any of the awards. Everybody's on vacation. It's like all these LeBron James ideas that they throw out to do, changing the All-Star game itself, destroying the history and the legacy of the game just to fit LeBron's pattern of what he wants and likes, just shows another blanket of control for LeBron. That's it. Whatever idea he wants to come up with, they're going to do. He knows as long as he got this guy under his nose and his wings, he can do it. But now LeBron is not able to perform on the court enough to sway anything. So we'll see. I ain't gonna hold you guys no more. Kept you here long enough. I'm out. And don't forget, subscribe to the page and definitely donate to the page by clicking the link in the description box. And that's the Streamlab, folks. You don't need me to go live to do it. Okay? That was the purpose of getting it. Now, go ahead and take care of that. I'll holler at you later.